Hello everyone and welcome back to the final look at my hands, the final unboxing in this wave of the Doctor Who B&M exclusive figure range for early 2020 before we dive into more, which will inevitably come out, and it will just be a vicious cycle of plastic until the demise of society. But until then, it's the big one that we saved for last. It's so big I can't get it in frame. It's the second Doctor and TARDIS from the War Games. This is a biggie for me because I'm a Doctor Who fan regardless, but I've not had a lot of Doctor figures. I missed out on a lot of the sort of classic releases throughout the range because I sort of was either not interested or unable to get them at the time. Like all the big bundles of the set of all the Doctors, which I wish I'd got. I really do, but I've sort of, because of this channel and, earning my own money and able to be a giant man-child that for some reason wants toys, I'm filling in gaps now that I'm just trying not to miss out on these opportunities again. A lot of the previous B&M releases I'm waffling, is a Doctor and TARDIS, which it now seems that every wave will end with a Doctor and TARDIS, as the next wave was announced, and at this moment in time, today in fact, they should be in B&M stores. So I may pop down and see, or I may say to people if they want to get me a Christmas present to grab a few. But the next wave ends with a Visitation TARDIS and Peter Davison, Fifth Doctor, obviously. There have been Fifth Doctors from Caves of Androzani, so a tattered costume for the Fifth Doctor and the TARDIS, Peladon box set with a John Pertwee and so on, Sharda and Tom Baker, and so on and so forth. Basically, I don't have a lot of Doctors. I have, obviously, the peak of this action figure stuff for me was 2006 to early 2011. So I have David Tennant's coming out of my arse. I've got a couple of Matt Smiths. I have, now as you've seen through you previously released video, I've managed to finally get my hands on a Peter Capaldi. I had one of the original Tom Bakers. That's a lot of TARDIS and Doctor things. I got one of the previous triple packs. I don't know what wave it was from B&M. I think it was about 2018. It was based off of the two Doctors. So I did have Magic Ginger Cannibal Patrick Troughton with Perry and another bloody classic Sontar, and I got fucking loads of them. But this is an actual second Doctor with an actual proper classic TARDIS. And I think I've rambled for quite a bit, so I will do what you're here for and just get them out and get this over with, and let's finish this wave. No one in the universe can do what we're doing, and that's what sort of makes us completely different. I don't know if that's the quote. This very nice. Sorry about the palaver that you didn't see, because it was a pain in the ass to open this one, it being a bigger box. This is gorgeous. I just want to take the time to quickly say thank you to whoever screwed in this to the box, because what they've done is they've worn away the screws. So now I'm going to have to try and find a way to get these off so I can display it with my other TARDISes, but I thought I cannot let you down and not show you. So at the moment, yes, that is stuck on, because they've fucking screwed it on so much that they've worn away the bloody nubbins. But I will get that off and place it on display next to my other TARDISes. Quickly show you this, the detail in the wood effect is very nice. It's blue but with a black and white tinge to knock Patrick Troughton over, to obviously give a feel of the classic era of the show, but unfortunately no interior card, which is to have been expected with classic TARDISes. We've never really had one with anything in it. It'd be nice if we ever got an 8th Doctor one to sort of get the big spires and the metal structure of the television movie TARDIS set, but obviously with the newer ones, we used to sort of the wraparound we had of the 10th Doctor TARDIS of the central column. Then you had the same, I believe, with the 11th Doctor one, but obviously that TARDIS is off centre, so you sort of get that, and it's the console's meant to be round there, so you sort of just get the wall, and you obviously get the big spire for the Day of the Doctor / 12th Doctor TARDIS in the middle, and central column time rotor thing in there. But also with this taking up a bit of space, because it's one of those that it's not a light and sounds flight action control TARDIS, much with the same as the previous one I have, the robot one, and the 13th Doctor TARDIS, but that does light up. It has those, but it doesn't, there's no bulb in the top in the time rotor light, and obviously no buttons to activate and no places to put the batteries, but it still has the empty speaker and the glued and welded on battery pack, which I've had on one of the on the robot TARDIS, sorry, the TARDIS from Rarewat that I got, and apparently this is a thing on all sort of classic TARDISes, that they were taken from the mould of ones that have these, like, for use, but obviously it's too much money to fill that in or something, and, you know, or it leaves space for you to light it up and, you know, hook it up, get some batteries, take that out, put a speaker pack and lights in there. But I'm not a very practical person, so that's not going to happen unless I can pay someone to do it. But very nice. Once I manage to get the screws off this is going to go on display in sequential order, so this, then robot, then 10th Doctor, then 13th Doctor TARDIS. But for now, I will just rest ye in the background. Look at that. It takes the fucking piss. A general and actual Paddy T, the second Doctor, Patrick Troughton. One of the best classics, and just in general, Doctors. The likeness is a bit skew. The facial features, I think, definitely, yes. Very much Patrick Troughton, the lips, the nose, the eyes, if not sort of heavily painted on the eyeballs themselves, and the hair is too much of a jet black, I think, based off of the colour applications for the black and white episodes. So, like, some wisps of grey and a bit more messiness on the top, I think, wouldn't go amiss, but as to be expected, it's probably based off of old moulds of the second Doctor, and the application is just to make it look as close as it can to the episode. The costume detailing is great. Look at all the badness on this jacket. Look, where it's all stressed and scratched and been thrown about through his various... Just like the Doctor, really, in this era of his life. You know, just bumbling through, thrown into different situations and expected to sort it out. The messiness of the bow tie, still a whole one piece with the shirt, not its own separate thing, which still is unfortunate, but it saves money, hey-ho. But the way this is painted while also being one piece makes it look at least like it's there. The handkerchief hanging out the pocket, the big ruffled pockets, the heaviness of this jacket, and then you've got, obviously inside, you've got the shirt, the high-waisted checkered trousers, and his grey boots. Standard articulation with everyone together now with it's the standard articulation song. Let's start off with the head. Jesus Christ. We don't need to move the Doctor's head. He can only look in one direction and just Batman it like this. Standard pin joint, showing that it's based off of a previous second Doctor figure mould and not a new updated one. So it's just, you just get the round and round. You get the bicep joint, elbows, and wrists. Even though, look, his hands is hidden underneath his almost baggy sleeves, which is a nice touch, but then it makes his hands fucking hard to move, and if he did have any accessories, they'd be really hard to use, because a lot of the sleeve covers the hand, and if it was, it would catch or not fit in there completely at all. Ball socket for the leg as per usual, and thigh joints, knees with a nice patch on the trousers, and no ankles, despite them looking like separate pieces. So a bit limited on the movement, so it must be based off of an old figure mould before they started updating the movement abilities of these heroes of our time. There we go, so in focus. So that's it. This is the final release from the Doctor Who B&M wave, the Second Doctor and War Games TARDIS. What do you think of this set? Do you have it? Please let me know down in the comments below. Any of the other sets that we reviewed across this whole B&M range, let me know what you've thought of them, what you've thought of the videos, and if you've got any of them off the back of this, that would be nice if we've influenced you to be more Who. Any other ones you've got that you think we should know about and you'd like us to review in future, and any other videos you'd like to see in general, obviously let us know. Get in contact with us throughout the week. It's at Pasty Sheep across Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Obviously, No Bubble Podcast every Sunday. You want to get involved in that, send us an email to nobubblecontact@gmail.com. Like, comment, subscribe, share. If you haven't already, please do so to help the audience come and find us, and we can hopefully make this a bit of a community for anyone that needs / wants / has opinions of figures, or any custom people. I'd like to sort of see what you've got as well. That'd be nice. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching all of these Doctor Who B&M exclusive figure reviews, because I've really enjoyed sort of changing it up and making some short videos about some shit that I buy that now I can finally put away. And once I found a way to get these fucking worn away screws off of, that's really going to annoy me. But in the meantime, thank you so much to everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time for more. Goodbye.